Hello traders, this is Dez here at Grok Trade, and this is the weekend edition. This video is good through Sunday, September 23rd, 2012, and thank you Mark for sitting in and doing my videos for me this last week. Just came back from the Boundary Waters canoe area, the BWCA, in northern Minnesota. Had a wonderful time catching fish, and I am back. Let's take a look here. Friday's close, we have a mixed market, but the NASDAQ and Russell leading the charge to the upside, especially small caps, almost up 0.5%. Banks also up. VIX down. And check this out, we're below 14, gang. Not too bad. Commodities are off. Take a look here at the daily chart on the Dow. We do have a high base above all major moving averages, quite bullish. On the S&P, high base, but we do have a rising trend line which could act as resistance. And on the NASDAQ, we had a pop and a little bit of a sell-off here, so this gap trying to fill on intraday on Friday. A lot of resistance up above. And the Russells, we have a bull pullback with the doji at the rising EMA moving averages, and we do have a pop up, but we end on a bearish note. Not 100% sure we're going to keep going northbound here, but we should. This is a bull pullback with the doji, should go higher. If I go to the weekly chart, let's switch over on the S&P. Pretty extended to the upside, to be quite frank. So that's really no good. And you do have yourself a small reversal pattern here. It's almost a bearish harami. You might even call this a bearish thrusting pattern to the downside. So the question is, are we extended and will we start pulling back? I think there's a pretty good chance of that happening going into next week. The Dow, we're above major resistance, but we have a tweezer top and we do have a doji after a pop here. On the NASDAQ, very extended tweezer top and a doji near resistance. Gang, pretty bearish. Russells, we're at a resistance line and we have a bearish harami here. Not good. Now let's go over here to the monthly chart, which trumps them all. We're going to start here on the Dow. The Dow is looking healthy. We have busted all sorts of resistance. This is huge. The S&P, same thing. We've broke out of this rising wedge formation. There could be more upside potential. The weekly charts are just at a resistance point and it needs to bust through these. NASDAQ, we busted through a major resistance point, but we have another one coming up on the monthly chart. And then small caps, you can see resistance, but we have major resistance coming up. We did bust it, major resistance coming up higher. So let's take a look here at Apple on the monthly chart. It's up and away. We are now over 700 bones on Apple. The weekly chart, very extended, gang. Wouldn't surprise me that we end with this doji if we do not start pulling back at $700. This might be a chance or an opportunity to start taking some profits. We do have a bearish divergence on the MACD centered oscillator, and so it's just no good. If I look at the daily chart, we had a rising wedge. It did break down. We come up and we hit as resistance. This is no good. It's showing relative weakness right now as a whole. For you guys that trade Google, Google is on fire. Google now is at $734. I mean, just we're seeing all-time highs here. Just insane. The weekly chart, very extended, looking to pull back. The monthly, you have this what looks to be 3 white soldier, so this could actually get more bullish and fast. Keep your eyes on that for sure. And let's take a look at Facebook. Here's the weekly chart on Facebook. We dropped, falling wedge, and a pop. Let's look at the daily here. Daily, we're just churning higher. We're above moving averages now. Pretty bullish. I'm really happy to see that. I'm in around, I think, $19 or something, so I'm glad that we keep heading higher. Not sure it's going to stay higher. If I go back to the weekly chart, this is bear pullback. This could be a falling wedge. Still, we could be at a resistance point on this. And let's take a look at the monthly, nice pop with some nice volume here. For you gold bugs out there, let's take a look at gold. And gold has done something pretty impressive here. On the monthly chart, we had this big bullish pennant. It popped, but we had resistance. It actually got above that 170 mark, which was massive. We're at 172 now. Pretty good. On the weekly chart, it's very extended. Pop, hit resistance, have a doji, looking for a drop on the weekly. On the daily, we popped up, sold off. There's selling pressure into these highs. I don't like having a high base breakout and there be selling in institutions selling into that rise. So gold could be at a short-term high, but the monthly chart looks fantastic. Quick look here at the VIX. The VIX is just getting at an all-time low. Look at this. Just we're really low here. And we went down to the low. Let's see what that was on the VIX. 1369, man. And anytime we touch that, it seems like we go higher. So it's a pretty important little spot there. So we're doing a mentorship this weekend. Sorry for those that could not join us. It is imperative that you get your mentoring scheduled at some point. Everybody needs to have formalized trading education. We hope that we've earned your trust with the videos that we do on a daily basis, so we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk, and you can see that for yourself. So anyway, hope all is well with you and yours, and thank you for being a part of this community, and looking forward to connecting with you in a more meaningful way, helping you make money in the markets. Take care and very safe trading to you.